Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. We're here in Operation Crusader and we've beaten their first counterattack. Let's see if we can beat the second wave that I was talking about as well. It seems to be coming from up there if they have a steward there. We saw a recon there before, but that's not it, so... we'll have to worry about that. They're just in the back. Need some infantry down there too, so let's move. Send these up. Really still think it's super weird that artillery does not help anti-tank units. It really blows my mind that they don't. But it's definitely something that we need to think about. I don't know, it feels very counterintuitive to me. So, because I would think, oh yeah, this is safe, but it's not. Like, they don't get any backup, so... One thing, yeah, let's move you up in here. So if they attack this, they'll get counterattacked there. Quite nicely too, I would think. Here too now. Technically they could come from up there, but still have the oh wow, it did not. Why did I move the one with 6 strength? I didn't even wasn't paying attention. All right, it's very late for me already after a long working day. So that doesn't particularly do miracles for your gameplay. Alright, let's take a look. We know that they have an anti-aircraft unit. Okay, so their attack wave is coming from up here. But I want to make surrenders rather than just bomb them. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to do that. Okay. That's a bad idea. But then they were able to repair it again. How does that even work? How can they both attack and repair? My units can do that. That is super weird. It's not a recon either. Man, this... Yeah, there are some things in this game which are definitely not adding up. Like, how are they supposed to both attack and repair? Whatever. Would be nice if the AI is playing under the same rules as I am at the very least, but I guess it's too much to ask for. they're suppressed enough. I can actually do the encirclement this turn already. They supposedly would be to lose some. Why? They get 3 shots at 25%, huh? Alright. Oh, what am I doing? Like I said, I'm not wow. There we go. Yeah, so way too much work. Okay. We got rid of that. And now you cannot go back, so we'll have to reorganize a bit over here to accommodate everything. Put a fighter there to cover the tanks at least. Maybe he still has some anti-aircraft units somewhere. Despite them being on that hex, I can probably surrender these if I was able to go around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But no, that won't work either. So I would have to push these guys in there. Not really any other choice. Oh. They're moving in there. Yeah, starting this was a bad idea. Definitely not the greatest idea that I had so far. Alright, let's bomb these. I'd want to say it would be possible to encircle those guys, but it won't. Because I cannot move in here. I cannot cut them off over here either. No. This has suddenly turned into a very bad day for me. Going in here and attacking is not a good idea. Why did I do this? Excellent. Alright, first thing, need artillery backup on these units, because otherwise it's gonna get creamed. Anti-tank to block the way. Then these guys are actually looking pretty good. The only thing that's looking terrible is this recon now. Let's bomb them. Maybe they'll just repair, that would be excellent. They might live then. Although I wouldn't count on it too much. Ah, okay. So there's some Matildas, a bomber that's getting back into action apparently. Now what's this? Heavies. Yeah, I can keep bombing that all day. Bit surprised about that attack. Yeah. Well, luckily these guys are cheap, at the very least. Like, repairing them doesn't cost that much. So at least it's okay in that sense. Ah. Okay, second one, huh? Well, that's not so bad. Alright, this is your... Huh. There's also no chance of them doing any suppression there, huh? Can you reach it? Yes, you can. Didn't seem like that moved last turn. Maybe it couldn't go all the way up. Yeah, I can move like that for now. That's okay. Okay. You can try. Okay, that's fine then. Next. Let's do it from here. It's not a super ideal place, but let's get rid of the New Zealand. Once again, the difficulty lies in the placement of the enemy units, which is quite uncomfortable because again I cannot cut off the steward because I cannot move into this hex or further. So that's mighty inconvenient. Let's at the very least attack this. They'll go to 7 out of 10, it's not that bad. And if they want to attack this, I'm fine with that too. I'm trying to protect the Panzer IV from the heavies, which I think surprisingly enough might actually attack. Okay, let's try to let the enemy just repair their tanks again. In hopes that I can find a way to cut them off. Okay, I think this will deter them from attacking the Panzer IV-F, maybe. Although... by far I can't really be sure. Maybe a good suppression helps too, and like I said, maybe they'll just repair. Wow, that is quite a high roll. Don't have them cut off from this side, so can't do it this turn regardless. Both of these are empty, but they do have a Valentine parked on there. So they do move. Yeah, that's why I did it. Oh wow. The enemy has more units than I thought. Well. good for them, I suppose. Most of these guys indeed just repaired. As I expected, at least. So let's work with that. They're at 4. Let's encircle them. I don't mind if they repaired them. They can be my guest, actually. Thing is, again, I'd rather not repair my units while in the battle, which is challenging. Can't encircle these guys this turn either. A third Matilda. Well, not overly worried. We encircled this Matilda. And let's actually repair them for now. This is not super ideally placed, but I want to also encircle those guys. I'm gonna bomb them if possible. Doesn't seem like it, but at least they snooped off a little bit. They'll be going to 12, so I think parking this in front is not actually that bad. It's like, what are they gonna attack at that point? Just want these to repair. think the real question is, am I gonna go for the Matilda or the Crusader? But can I even encircle them? I would have to go in here. With what unit? The recon? Can I even go there with the recon? Probably. And otherwise it would be over here. But then that exposes it to potential attack from them. Well. Let's just do this for now. This will be fully suppressed. I actually want them to attack the artillery because I don't really care that much about the artillery at this point. I go to 4, so this is okay. It's all a bit tricky, do admit that. Those additional units, and these Matilda could go out as well. They even still have that Valentine out there. But this attack is almost beaten, and then they can move forward. Hopefully this Valentine will go up, because things are going a bit better over there. And an artillery, huh? Okay. Yep. No surprise, you cannot attack. Really? Okay. Sometimes the AI baffles me a bit. Like, they don't go for the obvious targets of just, you know, easy cash grab. I wonder what their priorities are. It's like, whenever you can go for a core target, they will. It's definitely distinct from the previous ones where they would just go for most money or the best opportunity. But this is not even the best opportunity or the best combat odds, because they're taking losses here and not there. So that's not what they're after. Like, it's very different. Which makes it quite unpredictable, because I have no clue what the enemy is going for here. It's like, I'm not saying that it's bad of them to go after the Panzer IV, but it's unpredictable. Like, why would they not go after the artillery, which gives them better combat odds and is, like, they will deal more damage worth of prestige. There seems to be some definite priority to core units, but I'm not sure. It's a bit hard to figure out. At any rate, I do need to go in here and in here. They're at 12. It's all a bit weird. Is it really like that? You know, they still have actually almost 70% chance to hit this. Don't lie to me, game. Okay. The question is, what am I gonna put in here? I can encircle them, but not really destroy them either which way. Ah. Okay, so they'll be suppressed enough. 8 out of 9. That means it's over for them. Then down here, these guys are in a bit of a pickle. They did repair both of those. They'll be going to 7. I think I'll probably just have to go for bombing them. At least they work with the Matilda. I'm gonna do that here too, although they're supposed to take a bit more suppression. That's fine. It allows me to retreat in here. Let's try this first. Good. Matildas do give a lot of prestige, so that's actually quite nice. Okay, so they're subdued. They won't attack. These guys will probably just go and repair. Not so sure about them, but they're relatively harmless. No real need for them to actually go out. I think we're fine here. Especially if we damage those. They're almost fully suppressed, so that works. They'll go to 8. You're in anti-tank mode. You're fine by moving up here. For now, you're completely suppressed. So then the only thing that we'll really have to deal with is things down here. Then we'll be settled. Let's say. Just keeping a close eye on some of these. Yeah, they just repaired, so that's not a problem. Let's start in here. Funnily enough, they put yet another unit in there. We'll get rid of it. They are blocking the way a bit though. But that doesn't stop me. Let's park these guys because they also have this additional suppression that they get out there. Which will be quite useful. Do we at 710? $11 out of 13 now. He'll be fine. Okay, over here. It's time to do a little bit of splitting. Let's try it here first. The likelihood is super small, like all of them have an extremely low chance of actually hitting. But I still would have thought that they would have been able to do it. I guess not. Okay, let's actually... The thing is that I would not mind encircling these guys as well, but that would be much more difficult. Can't do it from the back. Oh wow. Just when did they suddenly start dealing damage, huh? Again, I kind of do want them to go and attack this thing, but yeah, the question is whether they will even fall for it. Since they don't seem to be doing that, like not really anymore. SAS, huh? They're paratroopers. Okay. Okay, at least now they did. Those guys were easy enough. Gotcha. Moving in. I was thinking that moving a unit in here would already cut those guys off. Moving a unit in here would do the job as well. But they can't because of the Crusader. Somehow this thing seems to be doing more and more suppression. Which is a bit weird. Now, taking the airfield would cut off the Matilda. Yes, strategic bomber. This thing is starting to get annoying. I don't know. Yeah, maybe because it got... No, it doesn't even have experience. I know why, though. It does seem to be suddenly dealing more. Not sure why. I'll be moving forward though. They might actually try to get that unit onto that hex, which might be a bit problematic. Almost as problematic as putting this there without a whole lot of support. They'll go to 4, so not amazing yet. But that's why you have this. Need to attack this SPAG before I get to continue further. I'm actually in a little bit of a hurry now. 4 turns left after this. Parking it there. Seems like they can even do that. That's weird. I mean, we know that the unit was at Sidi Aziz, so wonder why they suddenly came out in order to attack. That's unusual. I'm not complaining though, but maybe that other infantry went in there then. Neither. That's super weird. Well, really? Yeah, great. That did not work as I have wanted it to. Definitely not. I'm sure they would be in there then, yeah. I wonder why though. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but... well, if that's what I want to do. Oh wow, they even got a suppression in. Now they're even starting to deal damage. This encircles the last of them. So this thing can switch to anti-tank mode, even though we can't see it, I think. It's a shame that we can't though. It would be really nice if we would be able to see that they had that ability, because I'm actually quite sure they can turn this into a 25mm anti or a 25-pounder anti-tank gun, but it doesn't show that it has that ability, unfortunately. Which would be really nice to know. It's like now I have to remember from head which units can switch or not. I'm quite sure they did have that ability, or that they did show that in Panzer Corps itself. But, oh well. Sure. Luckily you do get to move. They'll be going to 7, they'll be going to 6, but these guys are a lot weaker anyway. And maybe they'll just repair, that would also be nice. I wouldn't mind seeing them do that. And since this is empty anyway, I should be fine. I don't want to move in here, but this is okay. Oh, now they have a unit in there? I find this to be a very weird mission. But I do think that not repairing my units has slowed me down quite a bit. Well, maybe that's for the better. 9 damage? That's absurd. Really? Jesus. What the heck? They're supposed to hit for 5 or something. Just doing double damage. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, no surprise you're suddenly invulnerable. Holy moly. Let's capture that airfield. Okay, there we go. These guys are out of fuel, but let's continue. I need to surrender these guys like around now. Don't have that much time anymore. Can't really joke around with them. 9-6. Okay. They are now in anti-tank mode, yeah, exactly. Okay, they're at 7. Like I said, I don't have that much time anymore, so for now I'd rather just make sure that I get rid of it than do anything else. What could I put in this position that would not be in gargantuan trouble? I guess these guys would be fine. Just do it like that. Tank in here. Surrender. Move you out. You in. Okay. Next turn I get to double shell them, and I might actually even move the recon around, surround them. These guys will be a bit more tricky though. I also need to do this, and also need to put you guys up close. Actually quite slow, and I think it's actually hurting me quite a bit. I think I can still get it, but Huh? What? Did they come from there? How could they see this? How could they see that? They have a vision of 2 or 3 on here. Oh, it's high ground. Huh. Well, let's take a look if that's that unit. It is, huh? That makes it suddenly a lot easier. I'm surprised they actually moved. I mean, I'm happy, I suppose, but yeah. Well, that means that it will always be a victory, I guess. Maybe I should just make sure to at the very least take it. Great. If they did a real good attack, maybe I would have been able to take that airfield too, but okay. That's... Oh, if I take it now, I'll finish the mission. Super sucky. Alright. Let's do it this way then. They'll go to 5. But there ain't much I can do against it. They can't attack from the escarpment. I want them to retreat up into this hex. If I can help it. It's quite unlikely that they will. But these guys can move. Oh, they did. Okay, so I do have you to attack. That doesn't actually work. Let's use you. They would surrender. Okay. They wouldn't get out of the trucks, huh? I mean, taking Solemn is gonna be easy enough. It was never about Solemn, it's about getting the last airfield. Let's just attack. I don't want to take more damage from this as is necessary, and I might already take one or so. Huh. You actively moved up. Well, that might actually help me. Let's bomb them. Mm-hmm. Seriously? Alright, let's attack with you first. See if it pushes them back. It doesn't. But this does. Okay, great. Take the airfield. So I got those as well. Now, what does not take cities? I think the promise is that in this game, everything takes cities. Okay. Should have actually split them up before, but I think I might still get something out of it. Maybe. Maybe. And I did. Alright, take the final objective. And victory! It got a bit tricky in the end because I decided not to repair my units. I think the only unit that I repaired was one of my recons. That made me quite a bit slower than I otherwise would have been. But I still think it went okay. It's just a random village. Yeah, not gonna break through there. It's also quite useless to do so. Either way, that was the Operation Crusader. I think the first half definitely went better than the second half, but like I said, I was actually quite tired already from work and stuff, so it did not go as smoothly as you would otherwise expect. Oh well, we finished it either way, so that's fine, and we're pretty close to 10,000. I do think we'll be able to get it in the next one if we play our cards right, and we'll be able to go on to the victory path. Thanks for watching for now, take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.